Hey, how are you? How are you, my friends? Good afternoon, Friday, Funday. I hope that you had a fun Friday. Hey, Tony, el jefe. What's up, my friend? What's up? Thank you for always being here and supporting my channel and these exercises. Cuba! Thank you very much for the effort. Thank you very much. You actually did it really well. It worked. It worked. Yeah, thanks to you. For all of you that you don't know Cuba, he has been a new member on the Traders Lab, and I've been trying to support him because he has been showing a lot of effort and good work for improving his habits and his routines, and he's discovering his triggers. And so we are doing some performance coaching, indirect performance coaching. I'm trying to help him, but he has been very transparent on his journey, and I'm really thankful that he's trusting me, and the other coaches with his struggles and with his journey. So thank you very much, Cuba, and I hope I can help you more. And all right, hey Rael, hey Terry, how you doing? Hello, Sina, Acid Rain, cheers. Ese Joe, ¿qué onda, Joe? Joe is one of my friends from here in Houston. I mean, he's from Mexico, but we met here in Houston, and he and his family, they are friends with my family, and we love them. Thank you, Joe, for joining. Hola, Alex. Alex, it's a good friend from my hometown, and he did a nice, very very nice trade today. Congratulations, Alex! And also, he had a golden perfect week, all 5 green days. So congratulations, Alex. This is just a proof that you are from your hard work and your commitment. Congratulations. Hello, uh, Hatin. Is it Hatin or Jatin? I don't know. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right, guys. So usually Fridays, it's a J like Jack. Okay, Jatin. Thank you for joining, Jatin. All right. It's always funny about the names, right? Because for example, even when I've been in in this community with Tony and Jack for a year, my name it's Neto. Well, it's not my name, right? It's my nickname. It Neto is short for Ernesto. That's my actual name. So, but Neto, it's I don't know, hard to pronounce for English speaking people. So Neto, Neo. So I have several different names, but all right, that's fine. So just for reference and context, is Neto. All right, guys. Okay, so let's get started. Again, Fridays are always only a few people here. Thank you for all of you, 25 people. Thank you for joining on Friday. It's gonna be very short because I didn't see too much things. But if you have questions, if you want to experience share, if you want me to uh, tell you about anything trading related or soccer related, because my soccer team is doing great in the club World Cup. So go Rayados. So anything trading related or soccer related, I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you. AMD, AMD. Well, let's don't talk about AMD. No, let's go to AMD in a minute. So Apple here, guys. Apple created this, started with this push. Apple started with this push. And yeah, well, it created this channel here. It created this channel here. But once it broke back, look at this. This is a clean, this is a very clean break and retest of the edge of this channel. Can you see it? So we created this range. We created this range. And once we broke here, we came, retested, and what were the indices doing? Well, the indices were, look at this. So this is right here. Let me do this here. Is it? Yeah, is it? Yeah, it's this one here. So QQQ, we created this channel here with this range here. So once we broke back to the downside, this channel here, or this range here, it's the exact same moment that Apple was retesting this bottom of this range, right? So if you were looking for a short position here on Apple, this will be a nice moment here. So it's very small risk, because your risk will be what? Yes, the bottom of this range here, the bottom of this range here, or let's call it pre-market high, right? Pre-market high. So you were shorting here, and you had several key levels here. So you had pre-market low, you had 1 minute opening range low, you had 5 minute opening range low, and you had previous day close. So if you were aiming to the different key levels, 1 minute opening range low, it was 1 to 1.7. 5 minute opening range low, it was 1 to 2.5. So this was a very decent for a Friday. But look at this. Look at how strong this candle was. So if you were aiming for this, the gap fill of this daily gap, this was actually a 1 to 3.6 risk reward. And then we have the very same trade here. The very same trade here. So it tried to reclaim key levels, but then it had the very same reaction here. And actually, this is a bit lower, right? This is a bit lower. So this is a lower high. So just because we are failing here to shift market structure, so you can wait as I did here. Well, I didn't trade this, but as I'm showing you here, even if you waited one more candle here and you did this, and if you were risking the same thing than the previous trade, or you were reducing your risk to the top of this candle, look at this. This went for a 1 to almost 4 risk reward ratio trade. So this is a second good chance for shorting. And also this is the time when the indices were struggling with this 615.50, and you will see my charts with the indices with a lot of lines, and I'm going to explain you in a minute. But this is just because we are in all-time highs. So what I do is usually I just start being aware of the next round numbers, side numbers, just for context, just for reference, right? So you will see here in a minute how I was just following these round numbers here, right? So anything did something with Apple today? Yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, please, guys. It's you. I mean, if you are one of these YouTube guys, I this is my very first time. I mean, I've been watching videos for many years, but this is the very first time I start creating something here. Just because the likes and the subscriptions, we can organically go to other people with the same profile than you. So if you are one of these guys clicking on only trading videos or trading content, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome because they will identify this channel and these exercises as something useful and valuable for them. So the algo is gonna do its work, and it's gonna spread the word for this. So yeah, you tease that today you will discuss how you draw your key levels. Yes, I will have. Thank you for this, Rondo. So I will have a Spanish speaking workshop with the people from the community. So if you speak Spanish, si tú hablas español, today we're gonna have a workshop in Spanish, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Shoot me a message or tag me on the Discord, or if you are not part of our Discord or community, just leave me a message right here on the video and I will share the Zoom link. Remember, this is gonna be in Spanish, so if you speak Spanish or you want to practice your Spanish, or you just want to watch how we do it and don't understand anything that we say, so you can join, right? You can join. So it's gonna be awesome. Um, Neto, I struggle with entry candles. You struggle with entry candles or with entry signals, right? Because it's kind of different. I mean, it's kind of different. If you want to identify like what kind of candles are good for entries, that's something different than like identifying reaction on key levels. And despite of the pattern or despite of the form or name of the candles, if you are just watching the price action around the key levels like this is today's opening price. So if you are identifying the key levels and you are just identifying reaction on them, it's going to be easier. It's going to be easier. So don't push yourself to learn every name of every candle. Just try to identify or to learn what is actually happening with every candle, because the color of the candle doesn't tell you anything, right? I mean, it does, but it's not telling you anything regarding price action. So what you want to see is how the candle reacts, how the candle develops. That's way more useful than just the color of the candle, right? Hi, Juice. It is Monterrey you are rooting for. Isn't it where Sergio Ramos went? How's he doing? He always got the tons of red card. Well, he's doing great. He scored against the Inter of Milan, and I mean, guys, he's the best defense player in the world. So, and he's now on the best soccer team in the world. All right. Yeah, but that's the Monterrey, the Rayados. That's my team. I think Alejandro Treviño, he's also rooting for Rayados, and all the other guys from Monterrey, they are rooting for the other team. But I mean, let's don't waste our time talking about the other team. They are on vacation, so they are not playing this very important tournament. So let's go with Rayados and Monterrey. Tina didn't like the fact that it was in the middle of the pre-market range. Well, yeah, but look, I mean, look how weak this was. Look how weak. I mean, after this drop, break of this range here, break of this range here, and then the retest of the edge of this channel range, it was, I mean, it was nice. It was nice. Um, Sergio Ramos es un peligro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hola Sabrina, how are you? Alejandro Puro Tigre. Okay, guys, we are gonna have our first expelled team member here from the community. I'm sorry, Alex, you are banned starting now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's okay. You are very young and you don't know anything about life and quality and soccer, so it's okay. I mean, you will grow up. You will understand how life goes, and then you will turn to the best team in the city, the most international team of the state of Nuevo León. All right. Okay, guys. Now, don't push me, guys. Don't push me. I mean, I'm very passionate about soccer, and well, don't push me there. Don't push me there. All right, AMD. Okay, I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna say it. AMD, I hate you today. I mean, usually you are very well behaved, but today you hurt my feelings. So this first thing is the trait that I was looking for AMD, and let me show you what I was watching. Let me show you what I was watching here. AMD. All right. So what I was watching here on AMD was look at this week. Look at these past weeks. I mean, this has been pushing and pushing and pushing. And then this morning, pre-market, we had this nice push. And I was watching to hold this 144, 143 area here. And I mean that not sure. I mean for the guys that are in the Discord community, you watch this chart here. I think it was the 4 hour. Yes, it was the 4 hour. So as you can see here, this area here, 144, 143, it's a strong area. It's a strong area. So my guess was that I will have once we reclaim this or once we hold this area here, I had this 144.29. If we hold this area here, we will, do wonders. Maybe, I mean, I wasn't expecting 150 or anything like that. But at least something nice to the upside. So here we open very strong, and then we came here to this 146. It was previous day high, 146. It came a little bit deeper here. Yeah. I mean, we had some reaction here. This candle, this is the 949 candle. As you can see, it had nice reaction there, but the next candle, boom, it broke to the downside. And I was like, well, I mean, well, AMD, it's not gonna be today. I don't care. I will be ready for the next one. But then suddenly we reclaim all of this. We reclaim previous day high, and that's the exact point I was liking a lot. Previous day high. So we broke displacement, retest, nice reaction right here. Look at this. The strong reaction right here, previous day high. Buyers stepping in. I don't remember who asked me yesterday, or maybe he didn't. He was asking. Yeah, actually, he was asking to the other coaches, but someone was telling like, what does it mean? Buyers stepping in or sellers stepping in? Well, this is the very nice definition of buyers stepping in. So right here in our key level, previous day high 146 is strong reaction, buyers pushing the price to the upside. So this is a very nice example and definition of buyers stepping in. So I watched this candle here and I like it. And look what the indices were doing. Breaking out high of the day with a lot of strength here on both indices. So first candle, nice reaction, buyers stepping in. Second candle, confirming the direction of the move right here, and actually closing above all of these previous local pivot here. So I enter my position right here, 146.60, I think. And I was aiming to this high of the day, and I had my stop loss here. Well, I think it was actually lower. Yeah. Ah, no, no, no. It was right here to the bodies of these candles here. So, well, it just didn't work. I mean, I draw this trend line here and it tried, came back, tried again, came back, tried again, and finally dropped. So I was stopped out right here, 1024. I stopped out right here, 1024, and I was really disappointed. I was really disappointed because I had huge plans with AMD for the day and all the microchips. But the good news is that Nvidia went higher and higher and higher, and it's okay. I try not to trade Nvidia, and this is something that I've been talking to you in the past weeks and months. I have shares on Nvidia, so sometimes I feel like I am biased about the Nvidia. So in my mind, it's like, oh well, I want Nvidia to push higher and higher and higher because I have shares. But for my day trading, I'm biased in this, so I may start taking profits on my Nvidia trade. I may start taking profits on my Nvidia trade with shares so I can start day trading without a bias. And I'm just telling you because I mean, just awareness of how we react on how our emotions are kicking in for our decisions. It's a big step, guys. So if you can identify and recognize your triggers, that's a huge step, in the right direction. Now you need to start, taking action to minimize your triggers. I mean, you won't disappear emotions, but what you can do is, manage your emotions and stop taking decisions based on emotions. You need to start taking decisions based on your charts. All right. So that's the main reason I took AMD instead of Nvidia, and also Nvidia is all-time high. So I don't have like I don't know how these guys do it with the Fibonacci levels. I don't trust Fibonacci. I mean, and maybe it's just because I don't understand it, right? So what I do is usually like this thing here, right? This is a SPY. So we have the 1 minute and the 5 minute opening range. We have our pre-market high, and the only thing, because this is all-time highs, right? So I started drawing lines 615, 615.50, 616, 616.50, and I may start adding levels to the upside just like that. I mean, round numbers. And the same thing with QQQ. Look at this. It's a 548, 548.50, 549, 549.50, 550. And as you can see, I mean, this is what it works because investors are thinking on round numbers. Investors, they are not thinking on candles, they are thinking on numbers. So that's why these round numbers become psych numbers, and they are that important. All right. So I just hope that this helps you with your key levels and how to draw key levels. It's gonna be something that I'm gonna explain later on the Spanish speaking workshop about charting and key levels. But well, so that was my trade here. I know there were other people. There were other people taking this different trade here. Uh, Palmavera, you are on my team, my friend. So don't worry about this crazy guy who doesn't know anything about football. What do you call football soccer? Well, my bad, Cuba. My bad. Yeah, you're right. It's I don't know. It's just because I'm in America right now, and it's people it's starting to mess with my mind. But it's football. Yeah, soccer. I mean, I don't like it, but yeah, that's how they call. Hola, Diana. Hello. Rael, I've been finding AMD quite hard to trade this month. A lot of reversals and few continuation. Yeah. I mean, AMD, it's like that. It's a with AMD, you need to wait for the actual opposite of what you were thinking at the very beginning. So if you were thinking it will have continuation, it's gonna reverse. If you think it's gonna go down, suddenly it's gonna swipe for liquidity and start, just rising. So yeah, AMD, it's a hard name to trade, but once you find the essence of AMD, I mean, you will like it. I really like to trade AMD because it also has a lot of liquidity. The spread is like super small, usually 1 or 2 cents. There's a lot of liquidity there, so your orders are always filled. I just like it. I just like it. So I'm watching. Usually, I'm watching the Max 7 plus AMD, and I actually like now I discarded Apple, Google, and Meta, and I have Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla, Microsoft. What else? It's right here. Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla, Microsoft, and AMD. And now sometimes I'm watching Google and Palantir, but just for fun. I'm not trading them. Okay. Tina, also too good, but close 50% at 147, 1 RR. 1 RR. You're right. So you didn't lost anything at the end. Break even. Nice. Cuba, sometimes the stocks seem to don't care about what the indices do. Yeah, yeah. Does it make sense to ignore the indices then and just focus on your ticker? You can do that for sure. You can do that for sure. Uh, I will recommend that instead of just going with the reaction on the key levels, you kind of start looking also to the market structure. But yes, I mean, there's people, for example, people who is trading from their phones or from a tablet, they don't have too much screen to have different tickers. So they are just watching one. They are just watching one, and like identifying reaction on key levels, but paying attention to market structure because that's exactly what happens. I mean, that if you who asked this? Yeah, Cuba. Well, you have been listening a lot about relative strength and relative weakness, and that's exactly this. I mean, it's watching one of the names that it's actually doing its thing, and usually it's aligned to the indices. But if it's not, I mean, you just watch for that name and watch out for market structure. But yes, that's absolutely one way to do it. I like to be aligned with the indices because every push or every pull from the indices usually is followed by the names, but it's not 100% rule. So I mean, you can do it the other way, and that's fine. Alejandro, I enter 9:55. Alejandro, we are not taking your examples anymore. I mean, we are just. You just. I don't know why you are still here. Uh, 9:55 right here. It was a retest of 145. Well, it's not a retest here. What you were watching here, Alex? Just just the reaction, like just watching for 145.15, 145.15. Yeah, yeah, right here, right here. And where is this 145.15 coming from? 145.15. from here, August 24. Well, that was a very good eye. I just don't see this 144, 145.15 from anywhere. Daily chart. Mm-hmm. 145.15. You're right. A few touches here. A lot of touches, actually. Good eye. Very good eye, Alex. Look at this. Very good eye. So that's a very nice entry, and you close everything right here, 147. Um, Sabrina, I was also looking for a hold of the previous day high as well. When that didn't work, I was waiting for a break above high of the day and then a pullback to get in. I didn't like that. Basically created a lower high. Yeah, right here on this rejection, it was a lower high. Um, Rael, I'm also finding a lot of my edge getting the niche on break and retest setups past all-time highs since the key levels are less clear for taking profit levels. Yeah. Hey Neto, what time is the key level live session? It's 4 p.m. Eastern time. 4 p.m. Eastern time. Let me, you know what? Let me share the Zoom link here. Give me 1 second. Zoom link here. All right. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Oops. Okay. Give me 1 second. That was my calendar. I'm sorry. For some reason, it's not letting me. All right, there it is. You guys can see on the chat. That's the information about the Spanish speaking. That's the information about the Spanish speaking session. If you can join, that will be awesome. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm not sure the link actually copied yesterday. Copied well. Now it is. That's the link. Oh, for some reason it's shortening. Well, hope you can join. Hope you can join. All right. Okay. Rael, I'm also finding a lot of my edge. Okay. Americans call their egg ball, curry ball. Yeah. Carlita, not great today, but still showing up. That's a win for me. That's a win on my books. Showing up. This is about finding your A game, finding your A plus setups, and don't accepting anything else. I mean, you need to stay in your A game and you need to take A plus setups. Nothing less than that. Um, okay. All right, guys. So I was telling you this was my failed AMD trade. So yeah, um, it just didn't work. But then it offered a good shorting opportunity. So now we are, look at this. Now we are in this downtrend, right? Now we are in this downtrend. If you are following market structure, what is this? This is a break and retest on key levels. This is a break and retest on key levels. And what was happening on the indices? Rejecting high of the day for SPY. And well, it was a huge rejection here on QQQ. I don't know why. I don't know why. But it was a huge rejection there. Yeah, right here. So if you were watching this is a nice break and retest on key levels, and they are very relevant key levels. Again, we don't like to use the upper key levels for for rejections, or the lower key levels for bounces. But if you are watching market structure, if you are watching this name without any correlation with the indices here, this is a break and retest on key levels. So if you take this trade here and you had your risk at the top of these candles or previous day high, and you were aiming to, let's say, 144.50. Well, even here, look at this. 1 minute opening range, it was a 122.3. And this key level here, 144.30. What's that? 144.30. 144.30 here. All right. All right. Previous day resistance. Previous day resistance. So if you were aiming to here, that was a 1 to 3.7 risk reward ratio trade. And it actually kept dropping this. Look at it. You can actually have another trade from here. It's a break, retest of what? Relevant key levels here. So maybe you enter another trade right here. Your risk is right here, and you are aiming to pre-market low. Pre-market low, it's 1 to 3.7. The previous day close, it's a 1 to 2.3. So as you can see, if you are just following market structure, that's another great way to do the break and retest. So you are breaking on key levels here and using reaction, but this is just a lower high, lower low, lower high, and then, well, lower low, and that's, you know the drill here. I do trade with the indices as a correlation, but if you are not doing the same way that I'm doing, you can always do this kind of trading. And I like it. It's just I don't when I'm trying something like this, especially with the indices, when I'm trying something like this, that I'm just trading market structure, I size differently. I just downsize it. Why? It just because I don't feel this is as good probabilities like going with the indices in the same way. So I just downsize here, and I'm a bit more aggressive on my exits. Hey Cuba, have a good weekend. Don't remember to journal, my friend. Remember to journal, and remember to have a performance review for your week. So it's a weekend job. Don't miss it. Have a good weekend. All right. So Amazon, I told you guys, don't trust Amazon until we break 216. So yesterday we had a very nice push above 216, and we hold overnight, and we open right here, very close to 220, very close to 220. We actually, look at this, we actually open 220. It's not magic, it's just investors, like with the round numbers here. So if you were trying something like this is the retest of the pre-market high, and you were looking for high of the day here, this was a 122.4, and you will ask me why you didn't take this first retest, Neto, and I will show you what was happening on the indices right here. Nothing, exactly nothing. But what was happening here on this second retest? Tell me, guys, what was happening here on this second retest for pre-market high on Amazon? What was happening on the indices? Breaking out. So this is a way better point for entry than this one. So this is just, noise here. But this, look at this. Look at this first. This is something that we were talking at the very beginning of this session. We don't care about the color of a candle. We care about the price action. And this red candle here, even when it's red, what is telling you guys? What is this candle telling you? Well, this candle is telling you buyers stepping in here, defending this pre-market high. And what happened with the next candle? Well, again, retested, came down of this key level, and then started going up. And here, well, this trade could be tricky because it will have one attempt, a rejection, second attempt, another rejection. So once you see one or two rejections from the high of the day, you start managing your position because this may not break in a while. So I'm not saying close your position here. I'm saying manage your position with these reactions here. All right. Anyone took Amazon today? I think the only guy who took Amazon from the community was Ramesh Royal. So he was waiting for this Amazon trade for some days. So finally made it, and I think he took it. Sina, you took this exact same setup. Nice. I have a question for you. When you cut this trade, what candle? Like this one, 1025 or something? Or after all this struggle? Look at this. Rejection. A lot of rejections. Where? 5-minute opening range. Relevant key level. So after all these rejections, finally buyers exhaustion and then drop. And what happened? Look at this. Drop. Broke this range here. And look at this. Break, displacement, and retest of this 220. And now that we are on the 220, below the 220, look at this. Rejection. Oh, okay. Sina 953. Chicken. With the first hard rejection. Or you close everything like right here. High of the day. Nice. Right. So forget about the chicken thing. All right. So here, after this drop, we broke this opening price here, 220 key level on the daily chart. So we broke, retested, And look at this, a strong reaction to the downside. So if you open your position here, you chicken on Palantir. All right, I'll take a look. So with this strong rejection here, you can open your position here and aim for the next level, 219. So bounce of 220 and you were aiming to 219, and this actually almost made it to pre-market low, but just to this 219 key level, 219 key level, it was a 1 to 2.6 risk reward ratio trade. So this was another good opportunity here. All right, so let's go to the next one. Nvidia. I don't know what candle you watch here on Nvidia for. I don't know what candle Tony took. Probably the reclaim of this opening price. So maybe he entered here. But if you are asking me, the first entry, the first nice entry will be this one, right? This is the break and retest of a few different things. 156.50 pre-market high, 1 minute opening range high, and look at this reclaim. And also, what was happening on the indices? What was happening on the indices? They were retesting pre-market high on QQQ and going higher, a little bit above pre-market high on SPY. So this is a very nice reaction here. Reclaim on this same candle, reclaim of this previous day high. Actually, look at this. Even if you enter right here on previous day high, your risk is right here at the bottom of these candles here. And if you were aiming, remember guys, we are here, all-time highs, all right? We are here, all-time highs. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just looking for strike numbers, round numbers, strike numbers. So this one here, 157.50. Next one here, 158. Next one here, 158.50. So again, if you are aiming for continuation, you start aiming to where? Round numbers. So you started cutting here, and this alone was a 1 to 3.1 risk reward ratio trade. So this alone was an amazing trade. All right. But if you are watching market structure, you say, well, right here, I already have, like, I don't know, if you took same day expiration, this might be like, I don't know, like 30% or something. I don't know. But a huge push in your P&L right here. So if you manage your position here and you manage more here, and maybe you were on runners here, you can see that this, let's say this is market structure. This is market structure. So we are kind of retesting this area here. And look at this. So you are not cutting your position. I know it's a Friday, so maybe your contracts were running high and low very very fast. But if you manage your position accordingly, like this, 157.50, because it's a round number, side number, you had room to hold, right? And if you had room to hold here, this was an amazing trade. Even here, I mean, if you took this reclaim, break and retest of this opening price here, look at the, I mean, imagine if you took this from here, right? I don't know. I don't know if anyone took something like this. Where I will take it, maybe here. And you were aiming too high of the day. Yeah, look at this. Just this, it was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. So if you took it like level by level, 5, 7, 9. All right. Anyone took this Nvidia trade? Rael, 951. 951? Oh my gosh. Why? I mean, wow. But why you took this 951? Just because how strong it was? Higher time frame thesis. This is the pre-market low. Okay, let's go to the higher time frame thesis. All right. So this maybe no right here 951. Okay. Did you have did you have any key levels around here? Right? Did you have any key levels around here? I mean I don't, and that's why I'm asking. But yeah, I mean maybe these key levels here. It was actually a really nice area here that was holding, right? This 155.76, 154.8. All right. Well, very nice entry. I mean, I still don't get where you got that level. 154.80. Ah, yeah. Well, this low here. Still. But, well, very nice. So you become millionaire today, right? Where did you manage your your trade here? As you can see, these offer a few opportunities based on market structure. So looking for any dips to be bought. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Well, there's not too much to explain here other than just the market structure here. As you can see here, we have uh, yeah, we had higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So not too much to talk about this. Four scale, final take profit at 157. Nice, right here. Nice. I mean, this trade was awesome. Even if you take it like the candle closure here, look at this 1 to 5. Very nice, Rael. Very nice. All right. And Tesla, guys, it offered a few things today. Let's talk about Tesla here. All right. So first, this has been awful barcode price action here, right? So fake here, retesting key levels here. It has been around this 324.68. Do you remember what this 324.68 is? It has been multiple touches. Yeah, multiple touches on the daily chart, especially on this 4-hour chart. Look at this, how many touches here. So we have this break and retest of this 334.68, but it has not been doing too much here, right? I mean, I'm using market structure here just to define a few entries here, but nothing too much to talk about Tesla. As you can see here, it was inside of the 5-minute opening range or very close to this level here between previous day close and today's open here. So it has been just chilling around here, right? So nothing too much to talk about Tesla. And finally, let's go to Palantir. Seen chicken out on Palantir. So this is just break and retest of the 5-minute opening range. And this is the break and retest of the low of the day. Nothing too much to talk about this. As you can see here, This is divergent. This is divergent to the indices, both entries. Sina enter 940. 940. Yeah. Break and retest of this thing. 5 minute opening range slow. Sina. It's just my opinion, but Mondays and Fridays, you want to wait a bit more because you need direction. I mean, here it was an amazing trade. Nice that you catch it. But usually Mondays and Fridays, they are days where you want to wait a little bit more. So, I mean, right here, it's okay. Well, 9:40, it's okay. 10 minutes after the market open. But Fridays, you need to be very careful. I'm very glad that this trade worked out. But you are telling me that you chicken out. So because here you were something around 15 and 25 down, right? Right. I mean, even when this ended green, right here on this pullback, you were at least 15 to 20% down. I know. Deuce, I took Palantir early. 932? Dude, come on. I mean, nice. You close at break even, Sina? Look at this. This could be a very nice trade. Ah, that's why you chicken out. All right. So you actually closed your trade. All right. And use 932. Wow. My hero. You are so brave. This is just too much for me. But yeah, it's rejecting pre-market low. It's rejecting previous day close. I mean, you have an idea. You have a thesis. That's fine. So, but this is just too risky for me. Too early, too risky. Indices is actually open to the upside. So, I don't know. Yes, they open right at the pre-market low. They open right at the pre-market low. But that's all only telling you that they are, well, for example, here, we are still above previous day high. We are still above previous day high. So, unless you have a bearish thesis here, that's fine. But I mean, what could be bearish here? I mean, you were just inside of this range, right at the open. So 141.53. Okay, well, we broke 141.53. That's Wednesday low. Well, not, but look at this. It wasn't on the second candle. Yeah, I mean, this was just too aggressive for me. Too aggressive for me. All right. All right. So that's all for me, guys. Not sure if you have any other question for the chat. If you don't, I really hope that you have a nice and good trading week. I encourage you to journal your week. Go to your journal and journal every trade, the good ones and especially the bad ones. Face your mistakes. You will learn a lot from them. You can identify what triggered your emotions, and if you were actually following your plan or you were hesitating because fear, because greed, because anxiety, because anything, right? So go journal, learn from this, all right? And if you speak Spanish, si tú hablas español, or just want to join our session in Spanish, I will see you at 4 p.m. Eastern time on the Zoom link that it's a bit above in on this chat. Guys, you know the drill. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. spread the voice. If you want to share this channel with your other trader friends, feel free to do it. And guys, I will see you later if you join the session, or I will see you on Monday. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Peace.